Hello, my name is Sean Copeland. I'm Chairman and CEO of Regent Bank, and welcome to another edition of Regent Elevate. And we are continuing our new series on 5 questions to significance. We're actually going to cover question 5 today, but just a very, very quick review. I have interviewed 112 people and asked them what made their lives so abundant and joyful and significant. And I found out that all of them have 5 things in common, and here's what they are. Number 1, they focus more on others than themselves. Number 2, they have a very clear vision of who they want to be. Number 3, they commit to being their best at everything that they do. They don't sleepwalk through anything at all. Number 4, they're more grateful for what they have been given. And number 5, I want to tell you a very personal story to articulate our final point. My friend Gordon Greer is from my hometown of Beggs, Oklahoma, and has been a mentor to me throughout my entire banking career. Well, we were in the spring of 2009, and times were very, very difficult. We had purchased Regent Bank in April of 2008. Things had gotten really bad financially, and by the time we got to the spring of 2009, it looked like we may not survive, or at minimum, we were going to have to raise a lot of capital. So I reached out to Gordon, and I said, Gordon, let's go to breakfast. And at breakfast, I said, I'm having a hard time functioning. I know these days are going to be so bad, one after another after another. I'm facing defeat. I'm facing bankruptcy. I'm facing very difficult times, and I'm having a hard time getting out of bed. So he gave me some amazing advice that I will never forget. He said back in the 80s, when he was having such a difficult time and interest rates had gone through the roof, oil prices went through the floor, he was the head of a very large bank at the time. He said he went through 3 years of bad days. But he said what he would do is every day he would get up, he would have his breakfast, he would have his coffee, and as he walked out the door, he would look in an oval mirror just to the right of his garage and basically ask himself this question, Gordon, do the best you can do today. He would tell himself, do the best you can do today. He would leave, go to work, he would get shoved, pushed, hit, slandered, cursed, spit on, you name it, throughout the course of the day. And when he came back home, he would ask himself, he would look in that same mirror and ask himself, Gordon, did you do your best today? And he knew that day, if he had done his best, that was all he could do. He couldn't impact the way other people treated him, interest rates, oil prices, or any of that. And so he learned each day to just simply do his best, and he said he had to believe that the future was going to be brighter than the past. He had to have that optimism to know that things could turn around. Well, that was great advice for me. It helped me get through a very, very difficult time of my life, and now, obviously, the bank is doing great and winning every award known to mankind. But this concept of, number 1, we can only do our best, and number 2, and this is the real question I want you to cover, do we believe the future will be better than the past? Now, if you have a faith basis, that is where that would lie. You know that our future, in heaven or for eternity is going to be better than what we have here. Otherwise, you just have to have an optimistic view that your life is going to get better. And that is very important. When I talk to my 112 interviewees, what I learned is they all went through very, very difficult times. They lost children, they lost spouses, they had divorces, they went bankrupt. They had bad business breakups. They had everything you can imagine, but they had this optimism that kept them going day after day. A lot of times you hear it called grit, that ability to just keep on going when all the odds are stacked against you. So question number 5 is, do I believe the future will be better than the past? So let me cap our 5 questions to significance, and this will close out the series. Question 1, am I more focused on others than myself? Question 2, do I have a clear vision of who I want to be? Question 3, am I committed to giving my best at everything I do? Question 4, am I more grateful for what I have been given? And question 5, do I believe the future will be better than the past? I encourage all of us to read those 5 questions and answer them every day. And if the answers are yes, I think we have a better chance of being significant than if they are no, and we can make adjustments accordingly. Thank you so much for joining us for this series on 5 questions to significance. We'll start a new series next Friday. We look forward to talking to you then. Thank you.